All right, let's get straight into it. Today, we're going to take a real GCSE maths question, and I'm going to show you step by step how to solve it to get every single mark.
So this is the one we're looking at today, question 9 from a higher tier paper. It's a pretty classic ratio and graph problem. Now, it might look straightforward, but it is so easy to drop marks if you don't show you're working in exactly the right way. We're going to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Yep, our goal here is to build the perfect answer. We're going to go through it just like an examiner would, showing the exact steps they're looking to tick off. Let's see how it's done.
Okay, first things first, let's break down the core information at the heart of this question.
So here it is, the heart of the problem. For every 4 cups of rice, you need 5 cups of water. This simple 4-to-5 ratio, well, it's the foundation for absolutely everything we're about to do.
Right, so the question wants a graph, but how do we get there from a ratio? Well, first we need to turn this ratio into actual coordinates that we can plot.
And that's the first hurdle, isn't it? How do you actually get from 4 to 5 to an XY point on a graph? Honestly, it's probably more straightforward than you think.
The ratio actually gives us our coordinates directly. So 4 cups of rice to 5 cups of water, that just becomes the point 4, 5. Simple. We can then scale this up. If we double it, we get 8, 10. But here's a really important one that people often forget. The origin. It's a proportional relationship, right? So 0 rice needs 0 water. That means our line has to start at 0, 0.
And check this out. This is straight from the official mark scheme. You get a whole mark just for finding and plotting 2 of these points. You haven't even picked up your ruler yet, and you're already scoring. That's a brilliant exam technique to remember.
Okay, we've got our points. Now let's connect them and lock in the rest of the marks for this first part. So, we begin with the grid they give you in the exam paper. Remember, the x-axis is for rice and the y-axis is for water.
Now we plot those coordinates we just worked out. A little tip, be really precise here. Use a nice sharp pencil and mark each point with a clear little cross or a dot.
And for the final step, grab a ruler and draw one single straight line. Make sure it starts right from the origin, 0, 0, and goes straight through both of the points you plotted. This line is more than just a line. It's a picture of the entire recipe, showing every possible combination.
And there you have it, straight from the horse's mouth. The mark scheme says B2 for a correct line drawn. That's 2 marks just for drawing that line perfectly. And just like that, part A is done. Full marks in the bag.
So, with our beautiful graph all done, let's use it to tackle the second part of the question.
The question itself is pretty simple. How much water do you need for just 1 cup of rice?
Now you've actually got 2 great ways to do this. First, you could just use your graph. Find one on the x-axis, go up to your line, and then read the value across on the y-axis. Or, if you want a super precise answer, you can just go back to the ratio. To get from 4 cups of rice down to 1, we just divide by 4. So we have to do the exact same thing to the other side. 5 divided by 4, which is 5 over 4. And 5 divided by 4 gives us our final answer, 1.25. So for 1 cup of rice, you need 1.25 cups of water. Easy as that. Okay, we've got our answer, but hang on. It's really, really important to know the different ways you can write it down and still get that mark.
And this is such a key takeaway. The mark scheme is flexible. You could write your answer as a decimal, like 1.25, or as an improper fraction, 5 over 4, or even as a mixed number, 1 1/4. They are all correct. You'll often see the letters OE on a mark scheme. That just means or equivalent.
And here's the official wording to prove it. B10. It confirms that 1 mark is awarded for any of those equivalent answers. So as long as your calculation is right, you can write the answer in whichever way you prefer and be totally confident you're getting that mark. So there you have it, a full marks answer. We broke it down from the ratio to coordinates, plotted a perfect line, and then used that to find the solution. It just goes to show you getting full marks isn't just about the final number. It's about clearly showing the examiner how you got there, every step of the way.